33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with the option. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Throwing now is Murray. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Terrell Lewis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on second and long. Murray.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. On the move to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford
to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Jefferson really grew into the deep threat LA needed as it ramped up its passing attack, averaging a cool 16 yards per catch. One of the best marks in the league and helping the Rams earn a ring. Back at it again in 2022, picking up a first down with a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run here with Akers.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Ready? Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it? Press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot. And if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. As the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Murray to air it out again. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on second down. Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 2nd down and 3. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. To try again after the sack. Murray. On the check down, it's Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead is already changed. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a third and long. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, they'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In motion right is Robinson. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Finding room at midfield. Down the
sideline he goes. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Now it's Stafford.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
He's at the 50. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Oh, get on the daylight. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ingram again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will push the lead up to 5.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle.